Even though this canyon is completely deserted, Special Forces soldiers still have to lay mines here every day. And every 500 meters, there's a CIWS cannon standing guard. Clearly, these weapons are meant to stop something from climbing up, but the whole area is empty. Not a single person in sight. The only thing Jim knows for sure is that this strange canyon has been around since World War II. His orders are to watch from the West Tower at all times, while Russian soldiers stand guard in the East Tower. Both sides must do their duty, and absolutely no communication is allowed. First, Jim could handle the loneliness, until one day, he took a peek through his binoculars, and was instantly stunned. He never expected that the person on the other side was an incredibly attractive woman. The moment she noticed someone watching, Jim ducked out of sight. But this woman was no ordinary soldier. Everyone knows the farthest sniper kill is 450 meters, but Ellie broke that record with a shot at 800 meters. Her last mission was too easy, so she signed up for the much tougher tower duty. Ellie's beauty kept Jim awake. He couldn't resist looking across again. She didn't react, but Jim was already falling for her. Finally, the next day, Ellie actually made the first move. Because of the distance, she wrote her words on a notebook. Jim replied by writing "Communication forbidden" in big letters. He thought she'd be annoyed, but Ellie just wrote that today was her birthday. She could do whatever she wanted. Jim took out some baijiu to wish her a happy birthday. That's how they started to share their feelings in their own way. As they got to know each other, Ellie suddenly asked about his special skills. Jim quickly replied that he was a pretty good shot. As a top sniper, Ellie couldn't let that go. Before Jim could even grab his gun, Ellie showed off her shooting, and while she was feeling proud, Jim answered with his own trick shot. Ellie didn't get mad. She balanced a bottle on her head and signaled for Jim to go ahead. But just as Jim was about to shoot, Ellie's face went from surprise to scared. She motioned for Jim to look down. Something was moving in the dark below. Jim realized the danger and pointed his gun toward the canyon. When the first monster appeared, he finally understood what he was guarding. With so many monsters swarming up, Ellie joined the fight with a heavy machine gun. Their combined firepower wiped out the monsters in seconds. Just when they thought it was over, Ellie heard a strange noise behind her. She took 2 steps back, and suddenly a huge hand appeared. It was a monster that looked like a tree spirit. Ellie shot it, but the falling monster set off a landmine. An explosion sent shrapnel into Ellie's chest. Jim fired at the monsters. His cover gave Ellie a chance to breathe. The two launched an all-out counterattack, and as the monsters triggered the defense system, all the cannons in the canyon fired at once. Bullets rained down on the monsters. Brilliant light filled the canyon. By sunrise, everything was finally quiet. They'd fought off the monsters for now, but they still didn't realize this was only the beginning of the nightmare.